SERGE GNABRY, Jürgen Klopp's new Mane. Liverpool have made 3 signings so far in the transfer window with Calvin Ramsey, Darwin Nunez and Fabio Carvalho, but an equally large number of players have been lost this summer. Divock Origi, Takumi Minamino and Sadio Mane have left the club for a new challenge for other teams. The unexpected departure of Sadio Mane will significantly affect the offensive power of the team. The Senegalese winger has decided to join Bayern Munich as he enters the final year of his contract. Now Liverpool can ask the Bundesliga champions a favour in return. Merseyside club have made an attempt for SERGE GNABRY this summer, and despite playing predominantly as a right winger, he is able to offer the goal contributions and offensive skills needed to replace Mane. Gnabry put in an impressive performance for Bayern, contributing a goal every 105 minutes. He scored 64 goals and provided 40 assists in 171 games, but it's not just his goals and assists that caught the Anfield boss's attention last season. The £34 million dynamo has created a total of 17 big chances, 1.4 key passes, 1.4 steals and an average of 2 shots per game, as well as winning most of the duels and successful most of his dribbles. This season, Gnabry finished 9th for goal-assist contributions, shot creation actions and 7th in all of Europe's top 5 leagues for completed key passes. All things considered, the former Arsenal star could be a great signing for the team. In particular, he can make up for the lack of Sadio Mane's great contribution to the team, and in case of a possible sale by Mohamed Salah despite his contract extension, his home position can add quality to Liverpool on the right wing. However, according to the information received, Gnabry wants a very high salary and a new contract was signed with Mohamed Salah. It does not stand as an indispensable transfer for Liverpool, of course. He is one of the players who will pass the classification to the team. End of an era in Liverpool. What awaits Roberto Firmino in the future? Last season was a tough one for the 30-year-old, as injuries followed him. He has missed 26 games due to various injuries and has become a forgotten figure in the last few months of his season as Liverpool attempt a unique foursome. Firmino's role last season morphed into a substitute, coming in to score or help Liverpool get up to speed in the last 25 minutes of the game. He scored 11 goals in all lanes last season, but most didn't start in the starting lineup. As his contract expires and he enters his last 12 months, many are wondering how the era of Jürgen Klopp will shape the future for one of the club's best players, the ever-smiling Brazilian. With Sadio Mane gone, Mohamed Salah renewing his contract and Firmino's role reduced, it marks the end of an era for Liverpool's brilliant trio. Klopp is improving his offensive line and, combined with Firmino's falling form, it's clear that an era is nearing its end. According to recent transfer rumours, Firmino received a £20 million offer from Juventus. But do Juve really need him? Answer is no. Max Allegri plans to use the 4-3-3 system next season to make the most of Federico Chiesa, Dusan Vlahovic and soon new signing Angel Di Maria. Therefore, it is unlikely that he will sign with Firmino. From a Liverpool perspective, how high would they have to bid to persuade Liverpool to make a sale? Some reports have offered Juve £11 million for Firmino, while others cite figures between £17 million and £20 million. In fact, the news in Calciomercato suggested that Juve is preparing to offer Adrien Rabiot directly for Firmino. Having already lost Mane, Divock Origi and Takumi Minamino this summer, Liverpool can't greenlight Firmino's departure unless Juve offers that much money, and the Reds will have no choice but to accept. Juve are currently having financial problems due to the pandemic, but if they sell Matthijs de Ligt, which is likely a breakup this summer, they will have the money for the transfer. Taking into account Firmino's age and remaining time on his contract, Liverpool are expected to accept the next offer. But there will also be money to be spent to replace Firmino, and this may be more than €25 million. Firmino still has a role to play at Liverpool, and with so many new faces on the offensive, it seems logical to keep him at the club for another year. However, it should be noted that this year Firmino has to put on a performance that needs to be put on top of it. Naby Keita and Joe Gomez will be offered new contracts. Liverpool are in talks with Naby Keita for a new contract, while Joe Gomez is expected to sign a new contract with the club. Both names did not play regularly in the first 11 of last season. Keita started 14 Premier League games in the starting 11. While the midfielder made a total of 40 games, after the arrival of the English international Ibrahima Konate, the number of games decreased and he appeared in 21 games. With the new contracts planned, Liverpool makes it clear that both players have important roles at the club. Incoming information is that talks with Keita are ongoing and his current deal will expire next year. Jürgen Klopp remains a fan of the midfielder and will have an important role in the team next season as no new midfielder has arrived this summer. Talks with Gomez have yet to begin, but there is less pressure for a deal to be struck as his current contract runs until 2024. Gomez is looking to play more regularly as he has only appeared in 10 Premier League games in the past 2 seasons, but the Reds are looking to keep the 25-year-old. Joe Gomez is basically a defender, but he has the capacity to play at right back and even on the left of the defence. Liverpool's point of view on Gomez will be to keep him in the team, but if a high transfer offer is received, the offer will be considered.